Week 4 of the BCFC is in the books, and what a great weekend of football it was. Now, let's look ahead to Week 5 in the BCFC. Hi, I'm Adam Cordick, host of Touchdown BC, and your weekly host for BCFC game previews. This week in Chilliwack, the 3-1 Westshore Rebels take on the 0-4 Valley Huskers. We talked with Rebels head coach JC Boice and got his thoughts on his team's performance this past weekend against the Broncos and what he expects in the Valley Huskers. Coach Boice, thanks for joining us.
Hey, it's great to be with you again, Adam. Love the coverage you guys are providing our guys in this league.
This past weekend, you beat the Broncos 45-32 to move to 3-1 now on the season. What are your thoughts on that game?
Well, I'm very proud of our program, our coaching staff, our kids. That was a statement win for us. Yes, Kamloops has had a tough time. They're young, but that's a tough road trip. We've had to make that long road trip ferry to the interior, back to back. And what we didn't let out of the bag was that we were very, very banged up on defense. We were without 6 starters, 3 DBs, 3 D linemen. And I felt our kids really did a great job of managing themselves, managing the game. And to make that road trip, come out there with a victory, we're very, very pleased.
Before the season started, a key for you was to win the battles in the trenches. Through 4 weeks now, what can you say about your O-line and D-line's play?
They're getting better. They're resilient. They're coachable. They continue to improve on the D-line. We actually we had offensive linemen playing D-line. We even had one of our quarterbacks, Ashley McKinnon, got some reps at D-end. So that shows you just how thin we were getting there. Fortunately now, coming back to Chilliwack, everybody's healthy. But very, very proud of the resilience and the mental toughness and the job our coaching staff did keeping that D-line patched together and going. And offensively, we've got some very athletic guys. To be honest with you, that's an area we need to improve on this week. Our O-line play was solid. We had 2 backs over 100 yards rushing, but it can be better. Our ceiling's not it's very high. We've not got our full potential in our O-line, in my opinion.
Now looking forward to this week's game, you travel to Chilliwack to play the 0-4 Huskers. What can you expect in that game?
I think they've done a good job of recruiting. I know they're yet to win a game, but I think they've been competitive. I know they throw the ball really well. I've seen that they've been explosive through the air. But for us, it's going to be another opportunity to travel, another opportunity to, do our job well. And if our O-line does a good job, I think we're gonna run the ball between the tackles very well. Jamel Lyles had 238 yards. Trey Campbell had 158 yards. So we've got a great 1-2 punch with those 2 behind that offensive line, and we're gonna do our best to control the line of scrimmage and run the ball, and we're looking forward to that.
That is JC Boice, head coach of the Westshore Rebels. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend. We'll talk to you again next week.
All right. Thanks, Adam. Take care.
We also caught up with head coach of the Valley Huskers, Jason Quinter, and talked to him about his team's performance in a loss to the Rams this past weekend. Coach, your team is coming off a loss to the Langley Rams, 41-16. What are your thoughts on that game?
I thought the defense played really, really well. We were good on special teams. We need to generate more points on offense, but, it's midway through the 4th quarter. We score, and it's 26-16. So at that point, it's anybody's game. So we're getting better every week. And they're starting to believe that they can win. And that's the biggest thing, is that we needed them to get to believe in themselves, and they're getting close to that point.
Coach, even though your team has not won a game yet, what growth have you seen with your team since the start of the season?
Oh, it's been huge. And like I said last week, it's difficult because we're trying to get so many different players, new players and young players together to play as a team. And it's the returners from last year is maybe 30% of the team back. So this is mostly new guys that we've had to integrate. And, that's going to take some time, especially when you're playing good teams like Langley and VI and the Okanagan Sun. So, that's it's a tall order for your first 4 games. And it's not going to get any easier because now we got back-to-back with Westshore. So it's just something we need to work to overcome, and that's part of bringing everybody together as a group.
This weekend, you host the potent Westshore Rebels run game. What can you expect in that game?
I don't think they'll deviate from it. They're very good at it. They're a great offensive line. They're big boys, and they've got 2 really good running backs. It's not just Jamel. Jamel obviously is very good, but they've got the other kid, number 4, and I forget his name. I apologize, but he's a good running back in his own right. So, and then they've got both their quarterbacks can run. So they are they're a multi-headed monster, and we have to be able to stop them.
That is Jason Quinter, head coach of the Valley Huskers. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend. We'll talk to you again next week. Well, there you have it. If you are in the Chilliwack area this Saturday, the game between the Westshore Rebels and the Valley Huskers starts at 1 p.m. at Exhibition Stadium. For more coverage of the BCFC, follow each team's Twitter account and also the BCFC's Twitter account at BCFC_media. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week and enjoy the games.